Hey guys, Dustin here, CEO of 630. Want to talk to you today about e-bike batteries and more specifically, how long will my e-bike battery last? So this is not an easy question to answer. I can't just tell you straight away, 2 years, 1 year, 2 months, 1 month. Now, hopefully it won't last 1 month, shouldn't last 1 month. But with that said, I'll talk a little bit about lithium-ion batteries and a couple things that I think that people aren't really aware of, generally speaking, as consumers. So lithium-ion batteries, they're everywhere, and that's also what the battery is for e-bikes. Inside of the e-bikes, usually it's a casing, and inside of that there's many battery cells. A lot of times they look like little AA batteries. The cells can also look different than that, and those are all wired together to form one battery, typically speaking. So you're going to find lithium-ion batteries in everything you use, including your cell phone, computers, your laptops, wireless vacuums, iPads, things of that nature. It's the same concept in an e-bike. And so I think one thing a lot of consumers don't know is that without a doubt, your battery will die in any product that uses a lithium-ion battery. Just as a AA battery is going to die that you buy from Home Depot, a lithium-ion battery will die in your phone. It will die in your laptop at some point in time. Now, the question is how long will that take? Or what can I do to preserve the battery? We can talk a little bit about that today as well. But I think this is something a lot of people don't know with their cell phones is, your phone starts draining down and then all of a sudden after a year, your phone doesn't hold a charge, then after 2 years doesn't hold a charge at all. And they make it like impossible to change your battery, right? And so no one really tells you, well, that's just what to expect, and they don't make it easy to replace those batteries. So same is going to be true in your bike. And now question is how long will it last? So broadly speaking, it's going to last for about 1,000 cycle charges. Now, that really is very broad. It's going to depend on what brand of cells you're using. Panasonic make batteries. There's lots of off-branded batteries in lithium-ion as well. But that's a general concept of how many times you're going to be able to take that battery from 0 to 100%. Now, generally speaking, you should never drain your battery down to 0. So when we talk about one cycle charge, if you only charge the battery from 40% to 100%, that's not a full cycle charge. That's only, a 3/4 cycle charge basically, because you're taking it from 40% to 100%. So if you're only using a little bit of your battery at a time, and then you're charging it back up, that battery is going to last you obviously quite a bit longer. Now, if you're draining it down almost to 0 and then charging it back to 100%, that battery is obviously, not going to last as long, and that's one cycle charge. So you're only going to get 999 more cycle charges. Now, there's other things that affect the battery. So how much usage is being placed, how much energy is that battery having to exert every time it's being used. If you're a heavier rider, or if you're in windier conditions, you're obviously going to be draining that battery faster on the rides that you're taking. If you're constantly riding on flat land and it's not requiring a lot of energy to power the motor, the battery is going to be preserved, which is going to allow you more cycle charges over time, and you may be able to have that battery for 3, 4, 5 years plus. Now, again, I have laptop batteries that have died in 6 months. I have laptop batteries that have lasted for 3 years. So the same is going to be true of your e-bike battery. Now, the one thing I can say with 100% certainty, there will come a point in time when you will need to replace your battery. I repeat, there will come a point in time when you will need to replace your battery. Now, that might be in 2 years, it could be in 5 years, but I think it's important that everyone has the expectation that that's something you would need to do. And wherever you are buying your e-bike, make sure that they offer or have available batteries to purchase as backup. Because if they don't, and it comes time where you need to replace your battery, If you can't find the specific battery that will fit in your battery housing, that could be a problem for you, and you may just have to buy a new bike. So the idea here is you can keep that bike and that motor hopefully for a long time and only need to replace the battery if everything else is working. If your battery dies, you don't have to go out and get a new bike. Same thing's true with a cell phone, right? It's like your battery starts dying and most people think, oh, it's time to buy a new phone. I think that's a trick on the part of the phone companies, to be honest, is that they want people to think, oh, you have to buy a new battery. They also make it impossible to actually pull off the back and make it something at-home users can do. But in the case of the e-bikes, I want everyone to know that that's something that you should expect to have to do, just like a car battery. Car batteries have to be replaced over time. So, circle back to the question here of how long will my battery last? I would say a general average assumption around your e-bike battery, how long it will last, is going to be about 2 years. I would say that's going to vary depending on how you ride the bike, where you're going, how many times you charge it, things of that nature. Some quick tips is, once it's done charging, take it off the charger. Don't overcharge it. If you can, never drain the battery to zero. Try to charge it from like 20, 30% up to 100%. Another thing is use the pedal assist mode. If you have an e-bike that has pedal assist, try to use the pedal assist mode. It'll put less strain on the motor and the battery, give you more life out of that. But again, if you just want to do full throttle all the time, every ride, the battery's going to drain a lot faster. The lifetime usage of that battery is going to decrease. So, sorry, there's no simple answer. I would say another thing is when you buy your battery, look for the type of cells. Look up reviews on lithium-ion. Different types of cells in the batteries may have better experiences around how long they last, how long they don't last, things of that nature. But again, no easy answer. There's no clear-cut, dry thing, idea of how long will the battery last. I think the same is true of cell phones and laptops. But again, 2 years is a good baseline level of where I think they'll last, but you could get 3, 4, 5 years out of it, or you might kill that battery in 6 months. So if you have any other questions about e-bikes or other bikes, please don't hesitate to reach out. Email us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. And please enter your dimensions into our body fit calculator, your height and weight. It'll give you thumbs up, thumbs down, what bikes are the right fit for you. And if no bikes are a fit, please reach out. We can figure out a way to customize something for you. And go ahead and check out our e-bikes on the top navigation of our website. We've got some models there, the Around the Block and the Every Journey. I think they could be a good fit for you. Put in your dimensions, we'll find out. So our goal here at 630 is to help find the right bike for you.